How was the lunch with your parents? Did they react well? If I'm being honest, I haven't been able to eat anything all day because of how nervous I am.
Aw, babe, I wish you'd told me that earlier. I could have comforted you or something.
I don't even think that would have worked. I'm a nervous wreck.
Well, like I've said before and this morning, you have nothing to worry about.
Please just tell me. Put me out of my misery. They're not happy about it? OMG, I should have known.
Babe, please. Stop and just listen.
Okay.
They were ecstatic.
Wait, are you serious? Please tell me you're not kidding. This is definitely not something to joke about. They were excited?
Nearly bursting at the seams. They wished you'd been there with me to tell them about our engagement.
Were they surprised that the mystery person you've been dating has been me? I mean, that must have been a surprise. We've kept our relationship secret for over a year.
Yeah, it was surprising to them. They had always been curious about who I was secretly dating, although in their eyes, we had only been dating for 6 months. I had to explain that we've been dating for a year and a half, but just haven't told them.
OMG, yeah. What did they say? Tell me everything.
Well, when we got to the restaurant, my mother immediately knew something was up, but I didn't spill the beans until we were halfway done. When I announced that me and my secret girlfriend were engaged, they nearly spit out their drinks, which was honestly bad timing on my part. Anyways, they asked me if I were sure. Again, because in their eyes, we'd only been dating half a year. Then I announced that it was you who I'd been secretly dating and that we'd been dating for over a year. And then they got happy and excited. Even they were surprised you weren't there with me to tell them everything.
Well, I thought it would have been a bit weird for them to see me. I mean, it's been less than 2 years since...
Since my sister, your ex-best friend of years, stole your fiancé.
Yep, that.
It's all right. They were never proud of her for doing that to you. I mean, you've been a part of our family since we were all teenagers. Then for Cora to pull that and have your fiancé leave you at the altar. Trust me when they say they were devastated.
Oh, I really wish I had been brave enough to face them. They're already like parents to me, but I just couldn't face them. I mean, I thought they would have sided with Cora about the whole thing, especially after she claimed it was true love or whatever.
No, they were frankly disappointed with her.
I know, and you told me every time I brought it up since then, but somehow I just couldn't believe it. I don't know.
Hey, that's okay. Your trust was broken in a major way by the two people you were meant to trust most in the world. It's understandable that you'd be hesitant about putting yourself out there with people again.
I mean, it didn't take long for me to trust you.
Well, I'm different.
Okay, Mr. Knight in Shining Armor. Why do you think that is?
'Cause you've been insanely in love with me your whole life. Just admit it.
Have not.
Have too. Don't think I noticed your wandering eyes during Christmas after our first semester of college.
Hey, you gained the freshman 15, but just in muscle mass. It was surprising seeing my best friend's scrawny older brother be anything except scrawny.
Ouch! I'm wounded, babe. Are you marrying me just for my body?
You wish. No, I'm marrying you because I never thought I could meet a man as wonderful as you. Even with Chase, I was kind of settling, if I'm honest. I dated man after man, and all of them were disappointing. It wasn't until I vented to you that night at the bar, and you were so understanding and respected my emotions. I've never spoken with a man who didn't try anything with me after crying, and instead just held my hand while I cried.
Then you've only been talking to terrible men, apparently.
Apparently.
Well, if you're not brave enough to admit your crush on me from years ago, then I guess I'll have to.
Wait, you had a crush on me for years?
Yep, ever since my little sister brought you home back when we were in middle school.
You're kidding.
Nope. I mean, all my hopes and dreams were dashed years ago. And I promise I didn't have a crush on you when I sought you out to talk a few months after everything went down. I was just concerned about your well-being.
Ouch. So you didn't have a crush on me when you met me at that bar?
Would it be better if I had? Then I would have been biased and had ulterior motives.
You're absolutely right. God, this is why I love you. You are maybe the most upstanding man I have ever met.
Well, my parents raised me right. I just wish those teachings stuck with my sister.
Yeah, somehow she missed the whole how not to be a prick lesson from your parents. I honestly thought your parents would have sided with her, but now looking at it, I mean, of course they wouldn't have. You know, they're amazing people. I guess I let my anxiety get the best of me.
Hey, it happens. It's not like they're mad at you or anything. In fact, they're eager to meet up with you and catch up. Now that we're engaged, it's not so much a secret anymore.
Yeah, but they know not to tell your sister, right?
Of course. I made sure that they promised, which they happily did. They said this was a family matter, and so it didn't concern my sister.
Wow, they really are disappointed in her.
You have no idea. They were furious by it all and embarrassed. I think they've only spoken to her a handful of times in the past 2 years.
Wow.
Yeah, so you do not need to worry one bit about it.
Okay, that makes me feel a lot better. Now I really want to see your parents. Would they want to grab dinner sometime this week?
I'm sure they'd love that. I'll set it up.
Thanks, babe. That means a lot.
Anything for you, babe.
I love you.
I love you more.
It was so nice running into you. Yeah, very unexpected. Yes, well, I'm not usually downtown, so of course we wouldn't run into each other. It sure was a surprise. Not as surprising as the fact that you're engaged. What? Don't think that I didn't see your ring, silly. Who is the lucky man? Oh, no one that you'd know. Don't be coy. You can tell me. Well, we've kind of been keeping it under wraps for basically our entire relationship. Not because of what happened, surely. As I said when we ran into one another, I'm a changed woman. Surely you can forgive and forget. It's been 2 years. Oh, no, it's not about that. Although, if you really thought about it, is 2 years enough time to forgive and forget something drastic like that happening? Well, if I were in your shoes, I would have forgiven myself already. I'm sure you would have. Especially for true love. Right. So, who's this mystery man that you've become engaged to so quickly? It's not that quick. We've been dating for 1.5 years, which is pretty standard before getting engaged. Huh. And we're not keeping it under wraps for my sake. It's because of his family. His family? Oh my. Do they not approve of you or something? You're a sweet girl. I don't know what qualms they'd have, besides your ability to hold a grudge. Ha. No, it's not because of that. It's just, he wants it a secret from his family. So he's keeping his fiancé a secret? I'm sorry, hun. And you know I only tell you this because I care about you. We've got history, you know? But are you sure you aren't his mistress or anything? Or that he's just stringing you along? Because it's very strange that he doesn't want to tell his family. I mean, honestly, I'd be skeptical if I were in your shoes. Nope, nothing to be skeptical about. His parents know. It's other parts of his family. Oh, really? Interesting. Well, I don't want to talk too much about it. Privacy and all that. Anyway, it was nice running into you. I've got to get back to work. Very well. If you have any extra invitations you want to send my way, you know, to bury the hatchet once and for all, I can give you my address. No, that's okay. I insist. You can send it to me whenever. It's fine. We're at capacity. Oh, but another person and their +1 wouldn't take up that much room, I'm sure. Well, we've already sent out invitations. Okay, but brides always have a few lying around. I'm fine with just that. What if I don't plan on inviting you to my wedding? Well, that'd be impossible. I know you're eager to rekindle our friendship like I am. It was so sad to lose my best friend all those years ago. I mean, it was true love. You can't blame me for that, surely. I can do whatever I like, and I don't think I'd like to invite you to the wedding. It's my wedding, and I get to decide who's invited and who's not. You can't be serious. Are you honestly still mad at me? You stole my last fiancé. You broke my trust and my heart all in one go. What do you expect, honestly? Oh, please. I've told you 1,000,000 times. You can't help who you fall in love with. It was so sudden and so consuming. It's not like I couldn't not speak my truth. No, that's the thing. You very well could have not spoken up about it. Who in their right mind would confess that they're in love with an engaged person? Not to mention the person who's engaged to your best friend? You paint me in such a bad light, honestly. And it's not like I meant to break your heart. What did you expect would happen after stealing my fiancé? Well, I thought we could go about it like adults. Adults? Are you serious? Honestly, I think I didn't react enough. Hey, you cut me out of your life. That was the least I could do. God, you're so insecure. Do you know that? And again, I only say that because I care. But you're one of the most insecure people I have ever met in my entire life. Honestly, it's disheartening. You're cute enough. Excuse me? What? It's no secret you're a beauty queen like me. But you hold up your own. Anyway, it's your insecurity that's stopping you from inviting me again. You really don't need to worry. It's not like I'm going to steal your fiancé again. I guarantee you that you couldn't steal my fiancé again. That's a bit rude of you to say, isn't it? But I digress because I'm an adult and can handle my emotions. What's the holdup? I just want us to go back to the way things were before. The wedding is in 3 weeks. It's a lot harder to add people to the guest list all willy-nilly like that. Well, I'm sure people will cancel at the last minute, considering your track record with weddings. Fine. You know what? I'll send out an invitation. Really? I know you'd come to your senses. See, I'm your best friend and know you best. I know everything about you. I can guarantee you don't. What's that supposed to mean? Nothing. I really gotta go. Speak with you soon. Very well. I'm so excited to see my bestie at her own wedding. You deserve it after all the heartache you endured. Yep. TTYL.
Hey, babe. I've got some surprising news. Everything's fine with the wedding. I called and confirmed the venue, band, and caterers.
I love you.
I love you too. But I just got finished talking with my parents, and apparently Cora randomly contacted them.
Oh my God. I completely forgot to tell you.
So you know that somehow Cora got an invite to our wedding?
Yep, I was the one who sent it to her.
What?
Yeah.
Were you drunk or something? We can take it back, yeah? It's not too late.
No, I did it on purpose.
Okay. Do you want to tell me why? I mean, even I don't want her there, and she's technically my sister. I'm a bit confused about why you invited her.
Well, I accidentally ran into her randomly like 2 weeks ago. She came up to me and gave me the shock of a lifetime, actually. It was too late to run, so I just tried to hide my engagement ring because I didn't want her to know. But then she texted me. I thought I blocked her, but apparently didn't, and was talking about seeing my engagement ring.
Oh my God, are you okay? Why didn't you tell me?
Because I honestly forgot. That was the same day that the new clients were touring our offices, and I had to give that quarterly presentation. I had a lot on my mind. Then that same day, the cake decorator called and asked for me to go in and confirm last-minute designs and tastes.
Yeah, I remember I couldn't join you because I was stuck in a meeting.
Anyways, since then I've been doing wedding things on top of work things every day. So I forgot. I'm so sorry.
Hey, that's okay. Planning a wedding is super stressful, even when we're both working at it. I'm more confused about how you ended up inviting her.
Well, basically, I wasn't going to. I was trying to end the conversation as nicely as I could, and she just kept going on and on. Honestly, can I say that she has seriously not changed even a bit? I think she's gotten worse, honestly.
That's hard to imagine, but I believe you. I was surprised that you were friends for as long as you were. I always thought you were too good for her.
Aw, you sap.
Okay, I admit I'm a sap. Now, get on with the story of how my sister is suddenly invited to our wedding.
Well, she started insulting me and...
What? What did she say?
She was doing it all secretive, kind of slipping insults in the way that girls are so good at doing. She basically said I was too emotional, overreactive, and not pretty.
What? Again, why is she coming to our wedding?
Well, she was saying how I should really forgive her for stealing Chase or whatever, and then she said the only reason why I wasn't inviting her was that I was insecure. Then the cherry on top was that she implied that she could steal my current fiancé if she tried, but she wouldn't for my sake.
Oh, ew.
Yeah, I kind of assured her that she couldn't, and since she didn't know you were my fiancé, she got mad at that. That's when the plan came to mind.
Plan? What plan?
Well, she thinks she is so spectacular and better than me. Why don't we show her that she doesn't mean anything to us?
So you invited her to our wedding?
Yep, she thinks she knows everything about me, and we both know how untrue that is.
Okay, maybe I'm beginning to see it. That's actually really funny and smart. God, I knew I was marrying the right person when I proposed.
So, you're not mad?
No, not at all. I think it's going to be hilarious to see her face. She's getting exactly what she deserves. I think my parents will agree.
Really?
Yes, I'm sure of it. If doing what she did to you wasn't already enough reason for me to go along with your plan, her calling you those things is the cherry on top. I'm totally in. When she realizes it's me you're marrying and that my parents are in on it and are supportive, she won't know what hit her.
Okay, I seriously love you.
Not as much as I love you.
I can't wait to marry you next week.
I'm counting down the days.
You sap.
You're the sap.
Hey, your wedding invitation was a bit weird. Just wanted to let you know. What? Yeah, it didn't really say your names or anything, just a time and place. Also, I'll need a +1. Do you really need a +1? It's already difficult squeezing you in last minute. The venue is very strict on its numbers policy. Well, it's just one other person. Honestly, you make it sound like I'm bringing an army with me or something. You need to chill. If you were getting married, you understand how stressful it is. What's that supposed to mean? I didn't mean anything mean by it. Like hell you did. God, I'm trying to extend an olive branch, and yet here you are making fun of me. I'm not making fun of you. It sure sounds like it. Or at the very least, you want to embarrass me. I'm really not. I just wanted you to understand why it's a lot to ask me to allow you to bring a +1. I mean, you weren't even on the invite list until a few weeks ago. I had to rearrange seating lists and buy an extra of everything. It's a bit much. Well, I guess you'll have to do it all again. I don't know why you'd assume I'd be alone. I'm not a loser or something like that. Of course I need a +1. Sorry, I didn't know. I also don't know if I can swing another person. I'm already at capacity. Well, surely you can count on a few people canceling. My wedding is tomorrow. If anyone were to cancel, they would have by now. Besides, it's impossible to buy anything extra. We literally can't do it. It's not that big of a deal. I don't know why you're blowing everything out of proportion. I'm a bit stressed because I'm getting married tomorrow, and you're demanding I add an entirely new person to the guest list. You seriously need to reevaluate yourself and your fiancé if you can't handle something like this. Excuse me? You know what? I've tried. I was going to invite you to the wedding, but now maybe you can just stay at home. Yeah, right. You want me at your wedding so you can show off. Just admit it. You can't get over the fact that I'm better than you. You know what? I wasn't expecting you to stay long at the wedding, but now I think you even showing up is too much. Just stay home. You can't have a +1, and you're not invited to my wedding. Oh, see? This is the insecurity I was talking about. You knew I'd show up looking way hotter than you and upstage you. And who knows, if I stole your fiancé once, maybe I could do it again. I sincerely guarantee you, you can't. Anyways, this is all becoming irritating. I'll see you tomorrow for your wedding. I just told you you're uninvited. The way I see it, as long as I have that invitation, I'm invited. We'll see you tomorrow. No, you won't. We'll see about that, won't we? Where is the parking for the wedding? Hello? Bella? It's fine. We found parking. Also, can I just say, having to walk 5 minutes to reach the venue is terrible. My high heels can't handle the gravel. Hello? Don't ignore me. What? What are you doing here? I already uninvited you to the wedding. Quit being the scared, little, insecure girl I know you to be and just let me attend. Excuse me? Yeah, this whole meek girl charade you've been playing our whole lives is dull. Oh yeah? Meek? Yeah, you've never been able to stand up to me, like ever. I mean, you let me steal your fiancé from you, for God's sake. This time is no different. So let us come to the wedding. That's it. I'm done with this, with you. Well, like it or not, I'm here, and we're coming to the wedding. You'll never guess who I brought as my +1, your ex. And you'll never guess who I'm marrying, your brother. What? Yeah, haven't you read the sign? No, that's not my brother, Tyler. That must be some man with the same name. Hardy har har, you're not funny. No, I'm not trying to be funny. I'm being serious. Oh, please. Is this your idea of getting back at me? It's pretty pathetic. You don't think I'd know if my brother was getting married to someone, especially to someone like you? This is actually embarrassing for you, pretending to be marrying my brother. Why are my parents here? You're not actually marrying my brother, are you? What the hell, Bella? You can't do that. It's a girl code. Girl code? You mean like how best friends don't steal each other's fiancés? Oh, please. It doesn't count with true love. Chase and I were in love. Are in love. Oh, is that why you're engaged? Oh, wait. How dare you? You must be sick. This is all some prank. No, it isn't. Your brother and I have been dating for over a year, and your parents have been very supportive of our engagement, as you can see by now. They wouldn't betray me like that. You think they still like you after what you pulled? They don't even speak to you anymore. Shut up! Anyways, security is on their way to escort you off the premises. We'll all be better off when you're long gone. I know I will be. But you can't do that! Last I checked, this is my wedding. I can do what I want. Don't worry, your brother and I are very happy. Goodbye, Cora. Cora and Chase were escorted off the property in a very public way. It wasn't my fault that Cora wore such tall high heels and tripped over the water fountain. Besides, she was screaming her head off way before that. Her parents didn't even look her way once. Tyler and I's wedding went beautifully after everything was said and done. It was a very emotional day for both Tyler and me, as well as for Tyler's parents. Now I was officially their daughter, the daughter they'd always wanted. Last I heard of Cora and Chase, Chase had left her for another woman. It turns out that it wasn't so much that Cora was irresistible, or they were truly in love, as it was that Chase is a terrible man who cheats. I would feel bad for her if it wasn't exactly what she deserved.